Ever wondered what's really going on inside your head? Our minds are fascinating, complex, and sometimes just plain weird. Today, we are diving deep into some incredible psychology facts that will change the way you see yourself and others. Get ready to have your mind blown. Let's start with something we all do: daydreaming. Did you know your brain spends about 30% of the day just wandering? That's almost a third of your waking hours. This number can shoot up even higher when you're doing something repetitive, like driving on a long, empty highway or washing dishes. While it might seem like you're unfocused, this mental downtime is actually crucial. It's when your brain consolidates memories, plans for the future, and comes up with creative ideas. So next time you catch yourself staring out the window, don't feel guilty. You're not being lazy. Your brain is just doing its thing. It's a natural and healthy process that helps us recharge and innovate. Think of it as your mind's own little vacation. Now, let's talk about habits. We've all heard that it takes 21 days to form a new habit, right? Well, that's a myth. The real number is a bit more complicated. On average, it takes about 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. But here's the kicker: that's just an average. The actual time can range from as little as 18 days to as long as 254 days. It all depends on the person, the complexity of the habit, and your environment. So, if you are trying to start a new gym routine or learn a new skill and it is taking longer than you expected, be patient with yourself. Consistency is far more important than speed. The key is to keep showing up day after day until your brain rewires itself and the new behavior feels as natural as breathing. Have you ever felt so heartbroken that it physically hurt? Like a real ache in your chest? That's not just in your head. Psychological studies have shown that emotional pain can trigger genuine physical discomfort. The same brain regions that process physical pain also light up when we experience social rejection or deep sadness. This can manifest as headaches, stomach problems, or even joint pain. It's a powerful reminder of how deeply our minds and bodies are connected. Your emotions aren't just feelings. They have a real, tangible impact on your physical well-being. So, taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your body. They're two sides of the same coin. Let's switch gears and talk about our social lives. Have you ever wondered how many friends a person can actually have? Anthropologist Robin Dunbar came up with a number for this: 150. According to his theory, known as Dunbar's number, the size of our neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for complex thought, limits us to maintaining stable, meaningful relationships with about 150 people. This includes close family, good friends, and regular acquaintances. Beyond that number, it becomes difficult to keep track of everyone and maintain a genuine connection. This doesn't mean you can't have more friends on social media, but those deep, supportive relationships are a limited resource. It's a fascinating look at our evolutionary roots as social creatures. Quality over quantity really is the name of the game when it comes to friendship. Speaking of our environment, did you know that the colors around you can influence your mind? Take the color blue, for example. Studies in color psychology have found that being in a blue environment can actually boost your focus and promote a sense of calm. Painting your workspace blue or even just having blue objects on your desk can help improve your concentration and productivity. Blue is often associated with the sky and the ocean, which have a naturally soothing effect on our minds. This is why you'll often see blue used in offices, libraries, and study areas. It's a simple, effective life hack. If you're looking for a quick way to create a more relaxing and productive space, adding a splash of blue might be just what you need. Now for a fact that might make you question everything. About 95% of your daily decisions are made subconsciously. That's right, most of the choices you make throughout the day, from what you eat for breakfast to the route you take to work, are unconscious, deliberate thoughts. They're driven by your habits, your emotions, and subtle cues in your environment. Your conscious mind is like the captain of a ship giving orders, but the vast subconscious is the massive crew below deck actually running the show. This is why changing habits can be so difficult. You're not just fighting a conscious desire. You're trying to reprogram a deeply ingrained automatic system. Understanding this can be empowering, though. It means that by shaping your environment and focusing on small, consistent actions, you can influence your subconscious and steer your life in the direction you want to go. Have you ever seen someone yawn and then, almost instantly, felt the urge to yawn yourself? Or started tapping your foot because the person next to you was? That's the work of something called mirror neurons. These are special brain cells that fire both when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform that same action. They are the foundation of learning, empathy, and social connection. We literally learn by copying others. This is how babies learn to smile and talk, and it's why emotions and behaviors can be so contagious. When you see someone happy, your mirror neurons fire, and you feel a little bit of that happiness too. They are the neurological basis for our ability to connect with and understand each other on a deep, intuitive level. In our modern world, we can't talk about psychology without mentioning the internet and social media. While these tools have connected us in incredible ways, they also have a dark side. Studies have linked excessive online activity to a range of mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and obsessive-compulsive behaviors. The constant stream of information, social comparison, and the pressure to be always on can lead to serious mental fatigue. Our brains simply weren't designed for this level of constant stimulation. It is a reminder that we need to be mindful of our digital habits and make sure we are taking time to disconnect and recharge. Your brain needs a break from the screen just as much as your eyes do. Setting boundaries with your technology is a crucial act of self-care in the 21st century. What drives you to explore, learn, and try new things? A big part of the answer is a tiny chemical in your brain called dopamine. Often known as the pleasure chemical, dopamine does a lot more than just make us feel good. It's a powerful motivator that fuels our curiosity and our drive to seek out new experiences. When you learn something new or discover something interesting, your brain releases a hit of dopamine, which feels rewarding and encourages you to keep exploring. This is the same chemical that gets released when we eat our favorite food or listen to a great song. Dopamine is what makes us lifelong learners, pushing us to be creative, innovative, and adventurous. It's the brain's way of saying, yes, more of that. Finally, let's talk about a cognitive bias that traps almost everyone, the sunk cost fallacy. Have you ever continued watching a terrible movie just because you'd already watched an hour of it? Or kept pouring money into a failing business project because you'd already invested so much? That's the sunk cost fallacy in action. Our brains hate to admit that past effort or money was wasted, so we irrationally continue down a failing path, hoping to turn things around. Logically, we know we should cut our losses, but emotionally, it's incredibly difficult. We become too attached to our initial investment. The best way to combat this is to try and evaluate the situation as if you were starting fresh. Ask yourself, knowing what I know now, would I still make this investment today? This can help you make a more rational decision, free from the weight of past mistakes. And there you have it, 10 fascinating glimpses into the intricate workings of the human mind. From the power of a daydream to the hidden biases that shape our choices, our brains are truly the final frontier. Understanding these psychological principles doesn't just give you cool facts to share at a party. It gives you the tools to better understand yourself and navigate the world around you. Thanks so much for watching. If you found these facts as interesting as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of psychology. Let me know in the comments which fact surprised you the most. See you in the next video.